we're going. Hello! And welcome back to the Lazy Days podcast. I'm here with the ever-present Harry. Hi, Harry. How are you doing, mate?
Hello. I'm good, George. How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Today, it's super special. It's really great. I'm so excited. We have our most high-profile guest we've had so far. We have Jordan.
Scraping the barrel.
No,
Last minute call.
You're very top of the...
Yeah, you definitely wasn't a last minute call.
I've got it in my head that I was definitely the top of the list of people you could ask.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to ask if I was like 4th, 5th, 6th, how far down I was.
Okay.
I'm top of the list. That's me.
It's fine.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that, mate.
No, you don't have to. That's irrelevant, actually.
My main task really is not to do too well where you think, well, he's better than Matt, we can't have Matt on here anymore. So
You're already better than Matt, you've turned up.
That's true. Oh yeah, no Matt and Jake. No Matt and Jake. They're
again.
No shows. You know, is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Anyway,
It's what it is.
We're doing underrated. Oh wait, have I said that? Who cares? We're doing underrated or overrated. Basically, we got a bunch of things. Haz is gonna say, you know, for example, shower gel, right? He's like underrated or overrated, and then we give our verdicts. So
Overrated.
do you reckon? Yeah, just natural.
definitely overrated.
Oh yeah.
Who uses shower gel?
I use shampoo for everything.
If
Can't
we're
you
being
actually
serious, so do I.
Speaking of which, can't you actually get like shampoos, which is like a 6-in-1?
Yeah.
You can use it as shampoo,
Greasy.
shower
Yeah,
gel,
So
conditioner.
greasy, man.
You can use it
Yeah.
on everything.
You put it on your hand, it just falls. You're like, oh, what?
It's so weird.
It's vile.
I
As
just
long
use
as
a
it's not
shampoo
that, like-
and conditioner, and then just let it all kind of
Wait,
shower
really?
down on me. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I only like I do
thought
have
you were
shower
saying
gel,
this.
but I don't use it but I don't do it like every day. I have sensitive skin, George,
So do I.
Okay.
and sometimes it hurts my skin, so I only do it like every other day. But like shampoo and conditioner, is good enough cleaning.
They clean.
Does a job.
Yeah, it does. It does do a very good job.
Does a job. Fair play.
Well, that's basically it. Well, that's the episode.
Thanks
See you
for
later,
watching,
guys.
There
Right,
you go, guys. Don't use shower gel.
Yeah, don't use shower gel. That's the takeaway.
That's our title.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Don't use shower
have Wash and Go are gonna try and be your sponsor and be like,
Hell yeah.
It's really fun. I just randomised it, and shower gel just came up first.
Oh, brilliant. There you go.
How random's that?
Love that.
Right, let's actually randomise it. Okay.
I'm intrigued.
So, are we ready for the first topic, boys?
More than.
yeah.
Okay. TikTok. Overrated or underrated? Do you use TikTok?
I don't. Because I try not to spend loads of time on social media, so I keep to like Twitter. I've got Instagram, and sometimes I find myself going in a loop of on Instagram, just seeing random stuff that I don't want to see. And I think TikTok is just that. I know that I'll spend hours on it and get nothing from it, but you guys might tell me something different here. You might tell me it's not all just girls dancing.
I mean, 90% of it is.
Yeah. There's a trend going around at the minute where like a song comes on and they go, oh, I got a skinny waist, pretty face, and a big bank, and they spin around and they show their fat ass.
I've seen those on Instagram.
It's
You're on SimpTok.
TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. I just use Reels, and then I see TikToks.
Got ya.
I'm gonna say.
Well, I
under
do have
though.
TikTok.
I'd say under still. You have TikTok. Go on then. You have it. What do you think?
Well, basically what Tav said. I'm too far deep into kind of social media and all these apps. So before I go to bed, I'm scrolling on TikTok for fucking ages, like before I go to sleep. And if I've got 5 minutes free, I'll be on TikTok. It's terrible. It is terrible. But then again, it's good. There is some absolute gems on TikTok. Like some videos are fucking hilarious, but then most of it is shit as well.
I think as
So it's
well
hard.
with TikTok, it's a really easy concept to copy. So now Instagram have copied it, Reels,
Yeah.
you've got
Snapchat
have a similar thing, don't they? I can't remember what it's called, but they have a similar thing. Even YouTube do like shorts now.
They do shorts.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
it's
obsessed.
so
with
easy
YouTube
to copy.
Shorts.
I would say it's overrated just
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's such an easy concept to copy.
It is an easy concept. That's fair. I can see
Yeah.
that argument. But I
Thing is, I don't use Reels. I never watch Reels on Instagram.
See, I do. I do.
I see myself sometimes on them, and I'll see like one that's good in about 50, and I'm like, what am I doing?
The only time I ever use it is like if someone sends me one. That's the only time I ever use
Yeah,
Reels.
that's true.
other than that. But I'm going to say TikTok. It is overrated, but it's. But I'm sucked into the machine, but it's overrated. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If that's the answer I can give.
I feel you. I think
there's not much I can say on it.
You're in that boat, and you Tav.
I think it's overrated. Yeah. I've always tried to like stay clear of it. People have said to me before, download it. I'm like, nah. If you send me one, I'll watch it, but I'm not downloading it.
Sure.
That was literally like me at the beginning of lockdown. I was saying no to TikTok, and then I downloaded it one night in the middle of lockdown, and then I never looked back.
Yeah, I'm going to say underrated.
The worst thing.
I'm saying underrated because Wev does some really great TikToks. So I'm going to say underrated.
Is it?
Do you still do them?
I have no idea, but the ones he's made have been interesting.
He did like 3.
Yeah.
I have not seen these. I need to find his TikTok.
I know Web
account.
watches these videos though, so I'm not gonna say too much to slate him.
I am because I know he's watching.
Cringy. A couple of them are cringy, Web. I will tell you that.
I feel bad for Web. Whenever there's like an episode,
he
that
does
some
shit
story always comes out for him.
Like the festivals
He
one.
doesn't help himself.
It's true.
Sometimes
This is why I
he
didn't want to
doesn't
come on
help
this
himself.
episode.
Yeah.
I mean, he's given good content. I think if he came on, it'd be alright though.
No, I agree. He would be.
He should do it. He should do it.
That's why we definitely.
He can do a live TikTok.
We definitely didn't ask him
Oh God.
before
Don't encourage him.
before Jordan to come on.
I know you didn't.
Yeah,
In
no,
my head,
definitely.
I was top choice.
Yeah, you were top choice. Come on now.
Right,
Well, spin
I've
that.
randomised it again, and I know Matt Bennett is going to be underrated on this one, like massively underrated.
Okay.
Tammy Abraham,
Oh, underrated.
underrated,
Yeah.
absolute baller.
Tav, it's part of the thing. Just say underrated and we'll move.
I actually would say underrated anyway. To be fair,
No, he is
because
underrated.
Good man.
I think people give him so much stick, but I think he could easily work well
Matt
in a good
It's
team.
one of if he was 5'8", and like quick. No, not even quick. If he was just 5'8", people were
He
rating.
is
But because he's
quick.
gangly, people were just like, "Oh, he's big and useless" because they play FIFA too much. But really, he's
The
half
thing
decent.
was, people used to slate him for his like hold-up play in like his first main season at Chelsea, and he dramatically improved at the beginning of this season, and then he just didn't play
Yeah.
for us. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I love Tabby. I thought he was brilliant.
I thought you were going to say
don't think he
Davids.
suits- I don't think he suits your style of play now.
Not
but
now.
I don't think he's also maybe good enough for you, like Chelsea. I think he could easily go somewhere
West Ham.
mid-table. If he goes back to Villa, I think
That's
he's
a
back.
shout.
But they've got Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I
he'd
thought
do
he was going to
really
go
well
to
like a
Palace
mid-table
if.
team. Yeah, all that. Palace, Newcastle, West Ham. He could go one of them. He could easily bag.
West
but,
Ham. I think
I just
I
don't
think
he's
he
good enough for Chelsea.
bags at West Ham. I think he.
Yeah, he probably will actually. Yeah, he'd
Yeah, I
fit
think
that.
he's good.
He's a good player. He's a good player. You watch, he'll turn into like the next Lukaku, and then we'll want to buy him in a few years' time. It always fucking happens.
You never
We'll
know.
It always happens.
I mean, I hope so.
He'll always get you goals as well, even if he's not always playing.
Yeah.
He'll get you goals still.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
He
Like
will.
with Werner, at least with Werner, he has the off the ball stuff, and he's good like that. He can sometimes run with it, but doesn't always get you goals, and that's what you're lacking at the moment. But
Yeah.
Tav, has
Tav
anyone
is clearly not that guy
told
for
you,
you.
Tav? You look a bit like Werner. I don't know if you've heard that before.
Yeah, bloody hell.
I don't know. It's
Well,
just...
mate, we've got Timo Werner on the pod.
Oh, mate, that's a title.
I know that you've been sat there like waiting to say that.
Fucking hell.
When you mentioned Werner, it's when you mentioned Werner, I was like, yeah, come on now.
I wish I hadn't now.
That's going on the thumbnail. I'm just going to put Werner's face instead of your face.
Oi,
Yeah.
there you go.
What episode's this? Like 16 or something? Episode 16.
This will be episode
featuring Timo
17.
Werner. 17. with
17
Timo
featuring
Werner.
Timo Werner.
Love it.
That'll bang the views, to be fair.
Probably would.
Put it on your Instagram and everything. There we go.
You probably missed the upload
Stick it-
button.
Nice. Sticking with the football theme, Kylian Mbappe.
Oh,
Ooh.
Overrated or underrated?
oh.
I know where I am with this.
I'm gonna say under. I think he gets a hard time whenever he doesn't have a great game on Twitter, but I think that's just because Twitter's a mess. Like you've got them weird little football accounts which are like Pessy, and like Messi has like one bad game. You're on like your club's Twitter. You scroll down, you see like a Messi slander, and you're like, why? Like, why are you here? But I just think I think he's class. I'm gonna say under.
I think he's overrated.
How come?
Yeah, he's just not that good.
Why?
Well, you know, he's like everyone thinks he's this next like big thing, but really, what's he done? Plays in a farmers league. Ain't won the Champions League. Ain't scored in the Euros.
Won the World Cup.
Did win the World Cup.
Yeah, but with a great team back behind him. You put him in like North Macedonia. He ain't winning the World Cup there.
Obviously.
No, he's overrated. He's overrated.
Oh, I think if I had to make a choice, I'd say like the tiniest bit overrated, just because he's still like 22, and I think people have treated him for the last like 4 years, saying he's like the best thing ever. And I think he will get to that. He'll be the best player in the world in like 2-3 years when Messi and Ronaldo go. But I can't necessarily say underrated because everyone thinks he's probably. I think everyone seems to have an idea in their head that he's
just
the
rated.
best player in the world.
He's just rated.
Do you think he will win the Ballon d'Or?
Yes. 100%.
When?
I think if in like 3 years he leads PSG, or if PSG win the Champions League, he'll win it.
I think he's got to leave PSG.
I think
personally,
he should. I think he should eventually. I think eventually that will be the end goal. Just because I think in his career, the French league won't be good enough for him to like have this sort of dynasty. But I think if he goes to, he'll go to Real Madrid or something like that, and he'll be like
Chelsea.
the star boy there. That still him or Haaland will go there, and then it'll be they're the big thing, and one of them will win it.
They're going to be the new Ronaldo, Messi.
I think so.
It depends how good Foden gets.
I was about to say, do you think he'll be up there?
Yeah, I think Foden's the most like Messi there is at the moment. But Haaland just isn't
Just mental.
human.
It's a machine.
He's just not.
Yeah,
human.
he is mental. He's similar to
Strange
Ronaldo, Haaland.
Yeah,
I find him similar to Ronaldo. His work rate is just like very similar, and just how he is as a person,
He's
quite
a bit robotic.
He is. Have you seen him on like the interviews?
Yeah,
He's so fucking.
Strange guy.
He's so
It's like,
awkward.
you know,
but he's-
Strange guy.
he's
You know,
brilliant.
did you ever play is it the Journey? Is that what it's called on FIFA 17 with Alex
Yeah.
Hunter? It's like he sits there and someone else is picking out of the 3 options for what he's going to say. That's the vibe I get whenever I watch his
And
interview.
it's always like 4 words, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's very.
Do you remember New Star Soccer, where you'd like,
Oh,
it'd be, like
mate.
memorise the
you'd
words?
pick- yeah, you'd have
pick,
to-
like 4 words, and it's like back of the net, good goal,
Yeah.
top performance, and that's all it is, and that's what you said.
That's what he is.
I feel like that's what.
It's
I feel
very-
like Haaland just.
It's
plays
very
that
Ibra. It's very Ibra. His like kind of same.
a little bit.
Just very very to the point.
Yeah.
That's what he's like.
That
That's how
Kante one
a
still
bit
gets
Harry
me
reminds
all
me.
the time, and he's like, "What do you want to say to the fans? Fuck you."
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
So I've gone overrated. George's gone under, and Tav's gone over. So
If I'm forced to, I'd say just over. I think because he's
Yeah.
for him to like get to the level to what people are rating him at the moment. I think he's got to do slightly more for a club team, but
That's
then
fair.
he's done it.
yeah, 100%.
That's fair.
I wasn't expecting that from you, to be fair, Tav. Thought he was going to go for under.
Nope. I'm honest.
Right. Next one. Oh, Weatherspoons. Good old spoons.
Under. Their food's banging. You pay like £8 for like some steak and chips, and it's like it's double decent. It's good.
Yeah.
It's fine. I enjoy Weatherspoons. I do.
I think
Tav doesn't
Weatherspoons
look like he agrees with you.
Weatherspoon's a bit of a tough one because for value and for things like that, it's not bad. But ethical reasons,
Yeah.
I just
That's how I was feeling.
Yeah. Good point.
if you're telling me
If it was a different
like,
owner.
yeah, if it's solely based on what they do, maybe underrated. Because
Yeah,
their
we'll
breakfasts
go
are
for
pretty
like
good.
yeah, Spoons is kind of a pub, not a company. If
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like
It's the same as like Sports Direct. What you going for there?
yeah.
It's a similar story.
Yeah, very true. I would say under, kind of similar to George. They do some banging food that is cheap as chips. It's cheap and cheerful. That's all it is. Do you know what I mean? Like good prees for the start of a night. Go there for some cheap pints, and then cheap food or whatever. I'll go under. It's pretty good,
Sound.
but the owner's a cunt.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
I think we can leave Weatherspoons there.
I think. Am I oblivious? Who's the owner?
Oh, he was just a prick during all this COVID stuff. Like
Was
yeah, like horrible. he got rid of like loads of their employees, didn't want to pay them. He was. There's a lot to it. I'm not going to go into it, but
yeah, like forgive me I might be wrong when saying this, but I'm pretty sure they were they on like 0-hour contracts or something, and because he was trying to furlough them, but because they weren't on like a salary as such or a wage as such, they didn't get the same amount of money they should have. I think that's right.
Oh.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, most of them just didn't get any money, and most of them just got fucked over basically by him, and he's just horrible guy, just not nice. So
okay.
Yeah. I'd read into it because it is quite interesting, but I'm not going to say loads because I don't know all the ins and outs of it. So
decent steak.
Next on the randomizer, owner of Wetherspoons.
Owner of Wetherspoons.
Overrated.
Underrated. Business savvy.
One of the Times top 100 people. Right. Domino's Pizza. Overrated or underrated?
Oh, it's just such a tough one.
I'm going over on this. I'm pretty solid on overrated.
When we say Domino's, is it just pizza or Domino's as a company?
Yeah, because I've heard their
Like
owner
pizza.
is... No, I'm joking.
Just the pizza, okay. Because their chicken's good.
The chicken is good.
Their chicken's, not bad.
Chicken kickers. Elite.
Chicken kick.
Just the
I just think
pizza.
they're too expensive.
Just the pizza, I would say overrated because I think you can get very similar product elsewhere. I got a Papa John's 2 weeks ago for the first time, and it was almost like for like.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I'm going to go over because the last time I had a Domino's pizza, I had a headache when I woke up in the morning because it dehydrated me so much because the amount of salt in that bitch. So for giving me a hangover, I'm going to say overrated. But the chicken's bang.
Where's the best pizza?
With a drink. Where's the best pizza? Best pizza, Aldi, Carlos Pizza, Barbecue Meat Feast.
It's a bit...
Best pizza.
It's good. It is good.
£1.80.
£1.80
£1.80 for a pizza, and it's that good.
Mad.
It's seriously good.
I'd go for Costco's. Have you ever had pizza from Costco's?
Too tomatoey.
Nah, you get like a fucking pepperoni one, mate. 18-inch for like £9. Insane.
Bloody hell.
Insane. It's huge. Pepperoni,
Mad.
cheese, or a barbecue chicken one. Insane, mate.
I like Pizza Hut.
That is value for money.
You say like Pizza Hut?
I like Pizza Hut, yeah. Well, I
Wait, is
feel like
that-
I can't remember last time.
what's that?
Is your top one Pizza Hut?
Probably. I love it. I do love a Pizza Hut.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to a Pizza Hut in years.
You feel like a kid. You go there and like you're surrounded by children, and you're like, I
I feel like the last time I went there was
Is
at a party.
that why it's your favourite, George?
Yes. Oh no.
You really stick yourself
Yeah.
up there. I love Pizza Hut. You go there, you're surrounded by
You're
kids.
surrounded by kids. Oh no.
You ruined yourself.
Oh, no.
That's a clip.
No, it's not. No, it ain't.
That's going on the preview.
Oh,
Please do.
I love that.
bollocks.
I love Pizza Hut and kids.
Oh no.
George 2021.
Yeah. I could have just. Oh, never mind.
Right, this one I've been looking forward to because we briefly touched on it at the beginning. The beach.
Oh,
Go on, Tav. Lead the way.
Yeah, this is all you, mate.
I don't like the beach. I don't get why people do like the beach. When you go there, it feels horrible. The sand on your skin. If you go in the sea and then you get out, you don't want to be there anymore. I don't know how you can. Please try and convince. It's so overrated. Please try and convince me otherwise.
Nah, listen.
What about like when you're on holiday in like a nice island and it's like beautiful crystal clear water, sun, and you just want to chill? Like,
Welcome
go
back to
snorkeling.
Love Island.
Still,
That's what
it's
that
still a
sounds like.
beach. It still does
Yeah,
the
but
same thing.
But it's
true.
lush. Like you're just relaxing. You like
Look,
ignore the.
I can go to a beach for 2 or 3 hours and sit on like a sun lounger and just chill. But I can't go in the sea and then get out and then have my feet, my legs just covered in sand, and I just feel horrible
That feeling
the
is
rest
it's
of the
not a
time.
nice feeling. I can.
I don't
yeah.
want to be there.
Yeah.
And but it's so awkward as well because you wear like sliders or flip flops there, and then you go to like the cleaning area to like wash your legs and feet, and you do it, and you start walking home again, and you still feel it because you've got to walk across
In your
like
toes.
you've got to walk across that sandy,
It's true.
horrible like bit of wood.
He's
and
right.
It's still all in your legs. I hate it.
I'm still saying
I
under,
hate it.
but he's right.
Yeah, underrated for me. I don't know. I feel like you just need to
Oh, mate.
get over that.
Do you know what I love? Do you know what? Yeah, get over it. You'll be fine.
Just get over it.
Just get over it, mate.
Just enjoy the beach for what it is.
So much better.
I just love football on the beach. I love like when it's like sun setting. You've got one of them shitty balls you've bought on one of them stands near the beach, and you're just doing like a bit of two-touch on the beach. It's lovely. It's brilliant. But I do hate like going in. I remember I used to do, what's it called? Oh, what? Them boards, not the surfboards, like the one, are they
boogie boards?
Body boards, right? You'd get in like a wetsuit, you'd go in there, and then you'd come out and you'd just be covered in sand, and you'd be like, this
That reminds me of
sucks.
like Cornwall.
Yeah, and that I can agree with, but two-touch on the beach is a lot of fun. I do love it.
I think it
Is it
depends
what you
on
enjoy?
like where the beach is.
Skegness. Is there a beach in Skegness?
Yeah,
No,
it's on the
I can't
fucking
think
sea,
of
isn't it?
I've
I've been to
there.
Skeggy a few times.
I went Yarmouth. That was fine.
Yarmouth, yeah.
Yeah,
That's where my mate's from, Yarmouth. It's alright.
unlucky.
I think if you're abroad, like in a really nice sunny place, and you're on a beach, and you're there most of the day, I don't think you're going to really worry about the sand on your feet. You're kind of like...
Okay, right. This is going to be a good point. When you go to a beach and you're there for like 2 hours in the morning, and then you've got like sand up your legs, and like you feel like you're a bit sticky and sweaty, and then you go and find somewhere to eat lunch, and you sit down. That is not a nice feeling.
It's true.
You can't tell me otherwise.
I can agree with that because you.
I would just go in the sea though. I would just go in the sea.
You grub.
No. No, if I've been like, if
I love
If
that
I've
to
been
go
sat
fish,
on-
mate.
put it on the
Take it up a
bodyboard. No, if I'm like sat down and I'm like feeling a bit like grim, I'll just get in the water again and then dry off. If it's like sunny, you'll dry off in like a few minutes, and then I'll go.
Yeah, but then you're
And I won't
walking
have-
back up anyway, so you're going to get covered in
You've
sand
got
on
to
the way
walk
back,
past
no?
the sand.
Yeah, but the chances are it's just going to be my feet, and I can live with my feet being sandy. Like I can live with that.
Oh,
Or you just literally get some water and just wash them off, and then you're gonna be sat outside anyway, like in your bloody swimming shorts and a top or something. Like if you're on holiday, you're on holiday. Do you know what I mean?
I can put up with it for a short period of time. If I'm doing it every day, I will get sick of that holiday very quickly. If I've gone on holiday with my parents before when I was younger, and they're like, we're going to the beach, I'm like, oh my god, this better be the only
Let's
day
go
we
to the beach.
I can respect that. Yeah. If you're there for too long, it's
So-
sad.
Overrated, and you've not changed my mind. George, what are you thinking?
I'm saying under purely because whenever I go there, it's like a thing where it's a treat. Like I'm nowhere near home. I'm on a beach somewhere nice. But the actual beach itself, I don't really care that much about. But the idea of being on a beach somewhere is just lovely, and two-touch in the sunset.
You just said you like the idea of it. You said
Yeah,
you
but-
think the idea is underrated.
because I
I
like.
don't like a beach, but I like the thought of it.
No, I like being at the beach.
I like a bath.
The
But
whole
second I get in it,
experience.
I'm like, I want to get out.
Yeah, but you've got a bath. You got a bath in there. I haven't got a beach on my doorstep. I got to go. What's the nearest beach? Maybe Bournemouth? No, that's not
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth? You saying Bournemouth?
Or
Maybe.
what's it called? Oh fuck, I forgot what it's called. It's over
Let's-
like kind of
For
past
argument's sake,
London.
let's just say Bournemouth.
I know where you think has. It's I can't remember what it's called, but it's as you go towards the east coast, and it's like
Yeah.
that bit. Yeah, as you
Yeah,
go past
I
the
think that's
town,
actually
it's
technically the
almost
closest one.
like that. Yeah, I can't
I
remember what it's
can't
called.
think of what it's called. That's the best beach.
That's the best beach.
So, underrated beaches.
Underrated. Next.
Golf.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Overrated.
What?
What?
Overrated.
Oh,
What do you mean?
over?
It's fucking boring.
Oh, he's one of them. He's one of them.
Unless someone changes my mind on this, because one, I've never really played it because it doesn't intrigue me. The only time I've ever done a bit of golf is on a driver range. Like that, I'm that
Sure,
dude,
okay.
which I don't mind. I don't mind just whacking balls, but the thought of just walking for ages
It's
and
lovely.
hitting a ball every so often just sounds a bit fucking
It's
boring.
awesome. I love it. Whenever I've been golf, like a couple of years ago when I started playing, I didn't really care. But recently, I've just got back into it. I've been with Tav a few times now, and it's lovely. You're just out with your mate, or if you go with your dad, you go with your dad. A little walk around, play a little game of golf. It's if you hit a golf ball clean and like it's a lovely shot, it's a different kind of feeling.
I mean,
It's
I'm
wonderful.
open for my mind to be changed here.
Go with Matt and
but
Fuzzy.
currently,
There you go.
Currently, at the moment, I'm just a bit. It just looks fucking boring.
It's a lot of fun.
I think what it is for me is it's I think especially at the moment we live where all of our time is like consumed like on our phones and stuff or at work.
That's
And
true.
when me and George go, we'll go for 2, 3, 4 hours. Don't look at our phones,
Nope.
and we just have a bit of competitiveness with ourselves and each other.
Yeah.
If you hit a really good ball, you feel like you're unbelievable at golf.
Yeah.
But then you'll hit like a bad ball, and then you think you're absolutely
Head's
terrible.
Snap back to reality.
So it's similar to football. Like if you in football you see someone like hit a goal top corner, you think I could probably do that. It might take me 100 attempts, but I can probably do that. It's the same in golf.
Yeah.
Someone can hit like an unbelievable shot, and you think I'll probably do that in 200 shots, but it will take me a while. But when you do, it feels so good. But it just gets you out of the house. 3 or 4 hours, and it's easy exercise. You're just going for a walk for 3-4 hours, hitting balls. But if you've got a bit of competitiveness and you want to beat yourself and beat your mate, it gives you a bit more to keep going.
I think I just have it in my head that it's like old man sport.
Nah, you're so wrong.
It used to be.
Now it
If
isn't.
you look at pro golfers, it used to be people in their like 40s, 50s that would be top pros, but now it's people in their like 20s. Everyone's doing this younger because young people can hit it further. So they're the best in the world now. People in their like 20, 25, 30. But it's really good. It's really addictive. If you start going and you have one good round, you're like, I can't wait to go again.
Even on the flip side, because I'm coming off the back of like 2 shocking rounds of golf, but I just want to get back in there to recover. Like I need my recovery round so I can get back into it and get back into the swing of things.
What's it? Is it like a par or something like that? Like is your kind of
Each hole has a par.
where people? No, but people say like,
handicap.
is it a handicap or something?
A handicap.
Yeah.
They say I've got like this number. What does that mean?
So when you have a handicap, so if you're a really good golfer, you play off scratch, which is 0. So you play to what the course is. So if the course is 18 holes and you're meant to go around those 18 holes in 72 balls, so 72 shots, that's what you should be playing to. If you've got 18 as a handicap, you get 1 extra shot a hole. So rather than, if it's a par 4, so you're meant to get it in 4 shots, you actually need to get it in 5 to then match your handicap, because you get an extra shot on that hole. So it's basically making it easier to score points. So you can go so George, for example, might play off 36, so he would get 2 extra shots a hole, and I might play off 18 and get 1 extra shot a hole. So we can score points, and it will be close still, even if I'm a much better golfer than George, for example. So you don't have to, like when you go and play mini golf, one of you might be unbelievable, one of you might be terrible, and you absolutely batter the person. But if you go and play golf, you can have this handicap system in place to draw you closer, and you can still go against each other and score points, even if there's a big gap in ability.
Right. See, I'm pretty good at mini golf, so maybe I'll be pretty good at normal golf.
Yeah.
Very similar. It's a very similar
Super
game.
similar. I actually drive with I tee off with the putter. I do, trust me. It's really similar.
Out of sand.
Yeah, absolutely. Putter. In the woods, putter.
See, I wouldn't know all the there's so many golf clubs. I just know a putter and like driving.
You'd figure
wide,
it out.
whatever
The
it is.
one thing
Driver.
that does make golf bad is it is so expensive.
It's pricey.
Whether it's
I can
whether
imagine.
it's the equipment or paying every time you go on membership.
I was about to say, do you have your own or do you rent like stuff?
No, I bought my own stuff 2-3 weeks ago, and all of it together, so all of the clubs and the bag, cost me I think £1,300. It's a lot of money.
Sexy clubs though.
Same as my MacBook.
Yeah, I've got.
That's disgusting.
Exactly. But every time George and I go, it's £16 each time to go each. So if you go once a week, if you go once a week, that's like £800 a year.
Well, put it this way: we're in June, and I've given Whittlebury £96 to go and play golf this month. So it's a bit stinky.
It is expensive.
Yeah. I need a pay rise if I want to take that up.
Overall, I'd say it's underrated, but
Yeah, I'd say under.
it is expensive.
I'm sticking with my overrated, but I'm happy to change that in the future.
Fair enough.
Drake.
Drake.
Is Drake overrated or underrated?
Drizzy.
He's overrated. He makes very like big hits and good songs at times. As a rapper, I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's great. But he makes good songs that everyone knows, and I respect that. But he's kind of like exploited the market and exploits different markets. But he's overrated overall.
I would have agreed with you like a few years back because I hated Drake, but then I started listening to like his Take Care album, and I fucking loved it. I fell in love with it. So for me, underrated.
His stuff back then was like typical music from that sort of time. It was rap music how it should be, but he's kind of evolved into the more mainstream pop/rap.
Tussie Slide.
He always has a banger though. Whenever music comes out, there is always a banger.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's underrated for me. I mean, it's hard because he is so big that he could just be overrated because of his like status. But as an artist, he's like he'll go down in history as one of the best kind of artists of this time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, he will. I think it's kind of like he's on a level above quite a lot of other people who probably deserve to be on that level because they make like very good music and they put a lot of graft into it, but because he's got the name,
yeah, he's Drake, and
kind of make what he wants now. Like Tussie Slide was awful. Let's be honest.
Tussie Slide was appalling.
Yeah, that was just that was a TikTok song. He done that for TikTok.
But it worked. It was
meta. He made so much money out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say under, purely for the amount of disrespect that gets put on Drake's name, because of songs like Tussie Slide. I don't know. I think even like his most recent was the was it the demo tapes? Was that his most recent where he brought out like 3 songs?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking the demo tapes was the 2020 thing he released. I'm thinking of the last 3 songs
lately.
Yeah, I think they're like the one with Little Baby. I think is unbelievable. I've loved that song, and I think that
that's good.
I just
Lemon Pepper Freestyle's quite good as well.
Yeah, that's quite good. It's just quite long for me. I get my attention span ain't the best, but it's hard because I do agree that if you'd have asked maybe 5 years ago when he released that 2016 one with like the ridiculously good amount, even the 2017 one where he's got like gigs on it and shit like that one was really good. But it does feel like he's playing more into mainstream hands nowadays, and he's losing a bit of his not identity but his individuality.
No, I think what he does though, he does kind of. Everyone calls him a culture vulture because he kind of just goes into everything.
Drill.
He did that song with Heady One. He did a song with Bad Bunny a few years ago. Which
you're right.
His whole verse at the start was in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like you don't really need to do that.
No, you don't need to do that. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
He can do what he wants. Makes hits, makes money. I respect it.
Yeah. Well, under, over. So fair.
I don't think you two have agreed with me on one yet. I swear.
we all had one where I swear we all said underrated for one.
Did we?
I don't know.
Spoons? Did we say underrated for Spoons?
That was it.
Yeah,
I think we did.
Spoons.
We did.
Yeah.
See, we've
the
agreed
most
once.
Controversial one we all agree on.
This one will be good, I reckon, as you two are Spurs fans. Winning the Europa League.
Ouch. We've never won the Europa League, but I know what you mean.
Exactly.
I'm going to say under, straight off the bat. I think it's a European trophy, but people, turn their nose up at it because it ain't the Champions League. But winning the Europa League is still a really decent achievement. Like, you're delighted if your team wins the Europa League. If they're in it and they win it, I don't see the bad thing about that. I think you're buzzing. I'd be buzzing. I'd celebrate it like mad if Tottenham won the Europa League.
Yeah, I will say the same. I was like that when Chelsea won it for a second time against Arsenal. Like, that was massive. That was sick.
Yeah.
Even though it was the Europa League and it wasn't the Champions League, which everyone compares them to, you still beat Arsenal 4-2 at Baku in the final. Like, that's sick.
Sick.
I'll take it. So I would say it's underrated still, but it's like it's just not the Champions League, which is I shouldn't compare it to because it is kind of like a different.
Nah, but there will naturally.
It is different.
There will be comparisons because they're both European tournaments, and there's such an esteem around the Champions League, and rightly so. That if your team ain't in that and they win the Europa League, you kind of like wish it was the Champions League. But I still think it's a solid competition to win. You got to play a lot of games in the Europa League as well.
Yeah, you do.
The format sucks.
The format stinks.
It's underrated. I think you can only win what's put. You can only win what's put in front of you. Just go and win it, and it's still for Spurs, for example, it'd be massive. West Ham in it next season. That would be like one of the biggest
huge.
things in their history if they won.
Yeah, it'd be huge for them.
Absolutely,
So I think it's underrated, and
What-
you still get big clubs in it.
for sure.
Yeah, you do. What about then the conference? Or what is it? Is it conference? New one?
I haven't seen anything about it yet.
I understand the reason for doing it, but
Yeah,
it's just.
stinky.
I don't think we should have a team in it.
No.
It seems a little bit pointless.
Listen, Tottenham are in it. If we win it, I'll be like, oh, brilliant. You know, that's nice. That's a trophy. But at the same time, you'd much rather win the Europa League. You'd much rather win the Europa League to the conference.
Yeah.
You don't really get anything for winning it either.
No, you get called.
Is there what other kind of big name teams are in it?
Roma?
Firstly, you've
Are
got
they?
Roma are in it, yeah, but you've also got teams who don't qualify for the Europa League. So if they drop out before the group stage, they'll fall in. But I think Roma and Spurs will be the two big names there. I imagine there'll be one in there from France. It's Rennes, which isn't really a big club. But I think Spurs and Roma in there, they're going to bring so much money to that competition. If they weren't in there, that competition would die in a couple of years.
Dusted.
Yeah. I think that's a bit overrated, that one. I'm going to say overrated for the conference.
I ain't seen it yet.
Just because I don't think you need it.
Yeah, you might.
Personally.
Fair enough.
This is one of yours, George. Super Mario. Well, the franchise.
Oh, the franchise. Come underrated. Do you know how badly I want a Switch now. I've decided I want a Nintendo Switch.
I've got one.
Mate, I miss playing Mario games so much. Mario Kart. They've just released like a Mario Golf game that reminds me so much of the Wii Sports one. Like there's Mario's underrated. And then the fucking there's so much good shit in Mario. The Olympics game. Remember the Sonic versus Mario Olympics one?
Mario versus Sonic. Yeah,
Mate, there's some absolutely cracking Mario titles. So I'm saying underrated all day long. I love it.
Mario Kart for me was like my favourite Mario game.
That itself.
Like the original one on DS is what I played so much.
Wii, man. One on the Wii was just.
But both of them were very good.
They were very good.
Yeah, they were
Both
good.
Class.
I would go underrated, 100% on Mario. I mean, it's just a great game.
I love it.
I don't think there's not much
I love the characters too, man.
to say bad about it.
It's great.
No, I probably would agree with you. I think it's very highly rated anyway, but probably is just underrated anyway. I think probably a lot of people go away from it now because you've got Xbox and PlayStation that don't have them on.
You need
It's
like
all on Nintendo.
you need like a Switch to play it, and it's like
Yeah.
That was basically the reason why I bought my Switch, so I could play the new Pokemon. Because I was like, I got in a bit of a. I was like, I just really want to play Pokemon again, like just kind of a bit nostalgia. And then I got one literally just for that,
bloody hell, man.
and I played it for like 2 weeks non-stop, and I hadn't touched my Switch for ages.
To be fair, George bought a PlayStation so he could play Spider-Man. So
No. Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I did. Where is it? The case is down there somewhere. I bought the PlayStation just to play Spider-Man.
Is that the Miles Morales one?
Nah, it was the original, the first one. But to be fair,
right.
since then I went on and played like The Last of Us, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, and I loved that. Like the PlayStation titles are elite. Like there's some phenomenal games on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did buy a PlayStation just to play Spider-Man.
Have you PlayStation?
no, I've had an Xbox. I had the 360 as well and the Xbox One, but I'm gonna get a PS5, but probably not for like another year. I just don't play games anymore.
I now asked.
Yeah, I mean, I would if I could get my hands on one. I would probably get one, but I just can't be bothered for the fucking
Yeah,
hassle.
it's so much hassle to get yourself a PlayStation 5.
It is at the moment, and I'm just like, I'm not playing
Games
PlayStation in general as much as I would have, so it's like not really worth it at the moment.
For sure.
But like, yeah, give it a year.
I think the most I've used my Xbox for in the last 3 or 4 months is Netflix.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's like me.
What have I used what do I do?
I literally just use it for streaming now, my PlayStation, most of the time. That and a bit of FIFA, like, and that's like just casual gaming. Like, you can't even call it
if someone
really
says to me, "Do you
gaming.
want to come and have a game of Warzone?" I'll be like, "Fine, I'll come on for like an hour and then I'm done." So
Yeah.
I
What?
just can't play stuff anymore.
Me Trivial Pursuit on Xbox. Me and Tav, we go through phases where we'll play that like weekly, and like we'll
This is
bang
like-
it out.
This is like
So
me and my
So
mates
good.
on PlayStation. We play Monopoly.
Monopoly's
on it, they've got-
banging.
Oh mate,
It just
it's
breaks.
so
No,
good.
No, but we have to
It's
stop.
so
We have to
good.
stop playing it.
It
breaks.
It's so it's so like frustrating sometimes as well. You'll be playing it, and then all of a sudden you just lose everything. It's like, for fuck's
But we
sake.
tried playing it and we got like an hour and a half in, and like I think Ryan was winning and his game just stopped working, and we were like, we're an hour and a half in, like what's the point?
Didn't mine do it as well?
Yours did it, yeah. It just breaks.
That is annoying.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Because you're dedicating a bit of time on that game
just
as
a
well.
bit. Yeah, it's mental.
My mate always gets fucking jammy on it. He always gets every single train station, and he just somehow wins on it.
I'm shit.
Like if I get the train stations, no one will land on them. If he gets them, we land on them every single time. And by the time he's got all 4, you're paying like $1,000.
Oh, it's game over.
Like it's like rip. you just lose every bit of money.
I'm terrible.
It's such a frustrating game, but it's so good. Very similar to Trivial Pursuit. We'll come back to that like kind of every few months.
I love
That's
it.
a game.
It's so good.
So elite.
Such a good game.
Have you played the Game of Life?
Nah, I've always looked at it and thought it'd be fun to play with with mates. And
It looks quite similar to it, like that sort of game.
Yeah.
It looks good for kind of.
Is it another one that's like an adapted board game onto a console?
It could be worth it.
Yeah,
Go.
basically. It does look pretty good.
Could be worth it.
I think I might have to try it.
Yeah.
If you get a PlayStation, if we all get PS5s in the next year,
just play Game of Life. Imagine buying a PlayStation 5.
We'll buy a PS5 for that.
My word.
Oh god.
Right, Budweiser.
Oh, overrated. I fucking hate beer.
Yeah. It's a bit piss. It's not the best beer.
It's probably bigger in America than it is here, right?
Yeah.
I think the one good thing it's got is really cheap.
Yeah.
If you want to go, when was the last time actually you went to like a pub or a bar and they had Bud on tap?
Don't know.
I can't remember ever seeing it.
I don't know. I can imagine it being like a sports bar or something, or like a social club. Like that sounds like the sort of place that would have Budweiser on tap.
Yeah,
but
just don't remember ever seeing it. But you go to Tesco and it's like 20 for like £12. Like, fine.
Yeah, like you get 24 for like fuck all. It's a good like party drink, as like you said, kind of cheap and cheerful again.
If you're playing beer pong, it's very good.
Yeah,
to fill them up.
It's a good waste beer.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what we've come to the conclusion there.
Please sponsor the podcast.
Budweiser. Sponsored by Budweiser.
We'll waste your beer.
They'll definitely just do some background checks first on this podcast.
Poor bastards.
I think we've got it there. Disney. How overrated is Disney? Or underrated?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say underrated because they bought Marvel, and I'm a little fanboy neek. So
And Star Wars.
I'm saying under. But also they've given me some very happy childhood memories with their movies. So calling it overrated would just it feels disrespectful at this point. So I'm saying under.
I think I could agree. Yeah, I mean they've got Marvel, which I'm actually for the first time ever watching all the Marvel films. Like,
good lad.
I've only ever watched the Avengers.
Oh no,
and
they're
kind of
all
like
great.
Spider-Man.
Listen.
So I'm watching it literally from start to finish, like in order.
Good
so
lad.
like watched first Captain America, 2 Iron Mans, Captain Marvel, all that. On the second Iron Man now. Started watching it last night.
It stinks, but you just got to get through them ones.
I thought it was alright. I've quite enjoyed them.
Oh, that's fine then. That's fine. That's a bonus.
So yeah, underrated for me. They've just got great films on there. Tab looks like he's gonna say over.
I might just go over it because I think everyone absolutely loves it, and if they hadn't bought Marvel, would you be saying that?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Give me a
probably.
second.
Shrek is better than every Disney film. There you go.
The Lion King.
Shrek
bro.
is a good film. That's overrated. Lion King.
What?
Shrek is better than Lion King.
100%.
Nah, man. Just because it's nah, it's not true.
Even Shrek 2 is better than Lion King.
Tarzan, bro.
Not Shrek the Third though. Shrek the Third, I'll give.
Nah.
You can bin off Shrek the Third. But Shrek 1 and 2. Shrek 1 and 2 are better than any Disney film.
100%. Well, I don't know about Eddie, but
It's disrespectful, man.
there's some great Disney like.
I don't know.
Up.
Lilo and Stitch, man.
I mean, Disney Plus is brilliant. There is so many movies, TV. I mean, like Star Wars, they've bought. They're on like Disney now.
They're on there.
You got the
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
they're just buying everything.
Yeah, they are so big. Like,
to be
it's
fair,
fucking ridiculous.
Do you think sometime in like the next like 10, 15 years they'll have a Disney World in the UK? I reckon they will.
I hope so.
Yeah, probably. I think there was plans on one, weren't there? Or was it Universal or something like that?
There has to be one
Down
soon.
near London.
I
swear I saw plans.
I was talking to Matt the other day, and he was saying that him and his work are going to Thorpe Park next week, and I was like, "Oh, is that the one near Slough?" And he said, "There's only one in the UK," and I was like, "Surely there's not only one Thorpe Park."
I thought there was only one.
Yeah, there is. I thought
Really?
there was
Only one in the whole UK?
I think there's one Thorpe Park.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like
I thought there'd be
there was-
more. I thought there'd be like 3 or 4.
No,
I
I thought
was
there
like,
was one.
imagine travelling from like Inverness.
Yeah.
You probably have to fly.
Yeah, here we go,
Thorpe
Tav.
Park.
London will soon be home to a massive new theme park, which has been dubbed. It's not. It's just been dubbed the UK Disney World, but it's like
That probably
It's
is.
a
3.5 billion.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Kent,
In
Oh.
Kent.
but like the
God,
pictures look like a British Disney World because it's like a castle, like an old school castle instead of like the Disney castle.
Okay.
So we all know it's going to be shit.
Just quickly before we move on, I've also googled Pixar films, and I didn't realise how elite
Pixar
was
bang.
compared to
Story.
Yeah,
Disney.
I mean you got Toy Story,
Mate,
Monsters Inc.
Toy Story, Up, Monsters Inc., Inside Out, Wall-E, The Incredibles,
Yeah.
Finding Nemo. I mean,
See,
Ratatouille,
just for that
man.
reason should say it's underrated.
Bugs
I have a
Life.
question in regards to Disney. Actually, what
Okay.
do you think of people that get like Disney or similar tattoos?
Tattoos. I knew you
Check
should say
the
that.
register. Check it.
Yeah, not a fan.
Check the hard drive.
I don't-
Sorry,
I don't like it. I don't like
I hate
it.
it.
At all.
I hate
Not a
it.
fan.
I just don't understand it.
I think maybe if they're like worked into something, like maybe like a sleeve, it might work. But like
Sure.
kind of getting stitched on its own, or like Mickey Mouse,
You
or
tense
like the
your
logo.
bicep and
Nah,
you see
fuck off.
Mufasa.
Some people
I'm
do just
alright.
get them like one character there, one character
Yeah,
there. one
no, I'm
character
not a
there.
fan of
Like,
that.
What are you doing?
Pixar though.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Glad we
But
agree.
it just.
I'd maybe get the old man from Up. That would be the only one I would get. Like
You're
on my
like,
leg.
Oh, is that your granddad?
No. This guy lives in a floaty house, mate.
Why's your granddad 3'2"?
Yeah. Runs in the family, don't
Oh, it's got a
house.
square head. Oi.
What?
Oh,
Right, let me randomise this. I just keep getting Domino's pizza. Fuck off, we've had that. And the beach. And spoons. Oh, Barcelona Football Club.
underrated. I love Barcelona. Because of Ronaldinho and Messi, I love Barcelona.
Go on, Az.
I was hoping you'd say overrated because I want to say overrated.
Why?
I just think the last few years they've been really overrated. Like whenever
Looking
you
back,
get like
yeah.
everyone's like it's Barcelona. They're like insane, amazing. They've been shit. Realistically, they've been crap. They've not been Barcelona
Yeah,
that
they have.
they've been. But it's been like the last few seasons they've been like that. So currently they're overrated as hell.
For history's sake, I will always have appreciation and in abundance for some of the football they played and some of the players they've had. Your Xavis, your Iniestas for starters, they were magic. Plus,
Also,
then like
I'm never
Tav said,
forgetting the semi-final.
Ronaldinho, man, Busquets.
We were there. Me and George watched them.
Bro,
Have ya?
me and Tav and Ryan. Let me tell you a story. We went Wembley for the Champions League. They were extra tickets. Tav got an email, extra tickets for Tottenham versus Barcelona at Wembley, and Tav was like in the group chat like, "Oh my god, like we have a chance. Like, shall we go?" Ryan wasn't replying. I was like, "Just buy Ryan's ticket. We're going. Like Ryan will come." We get there. We're behind the goal with all the loud shouters. We have to stand for the old time. It's fine, but mate, Messi tore us a new one. And I've never been
Him and
happier.
Suarez
Him
were
and Suarez were unplayable, and I've never been. I left so happy that we'd lost that game 4-2. Mate, the quality that Messi had on display, linking up with Suarez. He hit the post like with the same shot twice. It was just beautiful, and then he netted. What was it? 2 goals. It was 2 goals, right? Or was it 1? Did he set one
Messi or
up?
Suarez got 2.
So one of them 2
Rakitic
got
scored
2.
a banger as well.
Rakitic did in the first minute, and it was like, oh fuck. But
When was this?
2018.
3 years ago. It was the
2017?
season we got to the final.
Yeah, so 20.
So it was.
Oh, right,
2018.
okay.
It would have been in
the group
2018.
stages, and we got to the final in 2019.
Oh, mate, that's my favourite ever football match I've been to. It was so good.
And we only got it because Barca turned down some of their tickets because they couldn't sell them.
That's right.
So they're like, okay, we're going to give another section to Spurs fans. So we were like 10 or 15 seats away from the Barca fans.
Oh, mate. Messi scored and celebrated in front of us. He scored and he was just right there. Not one fan was like, fuck it. Everyone was just there like, wow.
I think we were like on the 15th row.
Yeah.
So we were quite low down. So yeah, he was probably 40 yards in front of us when he was celebrating. It was cool.
Such fun.
Yeah, no, it's good.
That day.
Yeah, I would like to see Messi live. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Messi live at the end of the day?
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Harry, by the way, he picks it up on the halfway line.
Fair play.
Listen,
fair play. But I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan. We've got rivalries and stuff with Barca. We've got history of Barca. So I'm sticking with the overrated.
You got it right.
What?
And Messi picks it up on the halfway line, right? Who comes sliding in and dispossesses him perfectly? Harry Winks. Oh, slides in, nicks the ball. Lovely little pass forward to Harry Kane, and we're on the break. Oh, it couldn't have got any better, and then that happened. Such a great day.
Oh dear. Right, Kanye West.
Under.
I put this in while you was talking about him earlier.
Under.
I mean, if anyone hasn't noticed,
yeah.
Tav's a fanboy.
Yes. Underrated. I know he's massively rated anyway, but underrated.
So good.
Oh, I'm going over. Give you off. No, he's got some fucking brilliant songs. He's underrated, and he's a bit of a.
Mate, he's so good.
Like he's an artist, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? His stuff. Some of his stuff's fucking weird and a bit random at times, but
that's him.
He's got some gold.
Mate,
he has got some gold.
Sampling. Me and Tav had this conversation the other day. Is sampling, like it's some of the best ever, if not the best ever, in terms of turning an already good sample into an incredible song. It's brilliant.
I've always admitted he's not the best rapper.
No, of course. Yeah.
He'll go on a song with Nicki Minaj or Kendrick, and he'll be the second best rapper on there. But as a music artist, I think he's unbelievable.
Me too.
Almost every album he's done has been unbelievable.
What's your favourite album?
It would be My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
College Dropout.
I think College Dropout is a really good album because it tells a story very well. But I think the way
his first, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the way he properly marketed My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy he put a film out. If you've not seen the film, he did a 35-minute film for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. You can see it on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's about 35 minutes, and it has most of the songs in there, and it's really good. The album starts really strong, ends really strong, and it's not too long. I think Runaway is also my favourite song of his, and that's on there. So
I thought it was Homecoming.
You thought it was Homecoming?
I thought your favourite was Homecoming.
I'm not having my favourite song ever having Coldplay in it.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
Chris Martin, overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Yeah, I'm up. Yeah.
Watch the Throne. I forgot about that album. I love that album.
My favourite's probably Life of Pablo. I know it's one of his latest ones, but I think there's some fucking tunes in that.
Yeah, as an album, it's not his best, but the amount of songs, good songs that are on it, is really good.
I also liked he done a mini album that had 3 songs. Was it just Yee or something? It was Mountains. Was brilliant album. I like that. There were some great songs on that.
Yeah, Ghost Town.
Ghost Town. Yeah, brilliant song. Yeah, right. I think we'll do one more and then we'll call it.
Oh, Christ.
We're 53 minutes in, boys.
Love it.
Told you it goes quick, Tav.
Bloody hell.
Big cities like London. This is one of yours, Tav.
It was.
Overrated or underrated?
I think overrated because I think I would rather not live in a big city. I think it's nice to go and visit and see attractions and have a day out or a weekend away there. I can never live there. I prefer it to be quiet.
Underrated for me. I love cities. Really I love going to London. When I went to New York, I was kind of blown away just how big everything was. And I woke up one morning just to go get breakfast, kind of for my family, and I was just walking down the streets, and I just felt like this is sick. I feel like, one, I'm in a movie. 2, this just feels so kind of adulty and cool. It was weird. It was just weird because I just felt I don't know, it was so odd, but I was like, I could do this. I wish this was my life. Like going into this little kind of breakfast shop, getting a bagel. I just felt so New York.
You on that, but I feel like that like euphoric moment wouldn't always be with you.
100%.
I feel like you only get that euphoria and those endorphins once you go there every now and again.
Yeah.
I get that. I do get that, but it's still so cool. I still that won't put me off big cities. I feel like there's always something going on. There's always something new. I mean, it's a fucking city. Like, they're huge. Like, there's always... They're so diverse. There's, like, so much going on wherever you look. Like, nothing is the same. And I think that's why I like it. It's, like, it's different to the village. Like, because I've grown up in a village, it's a fucking village. It's tiny. It's the same shit, different day. Like, and you go to, like, London or these big cities, and there's just, like, so much. It's, like, your senses are going, like, mad.
Yeah.
I think they're brilliant.
I think I'm going to say underrated, but I'm going to agree with both of you because I think if I lived in a big city, it'd stress me out. I think I wouldn't want to live in a big city. I'd be like, there's just so much happening. This is a bit too busy for me. But at the same time, I completely relate to like even if I go London, like being in London itself.
I love
like,
London.
It's like, oh man, like I'm in London. This is sick. Or I go Newcastle.
Yeah.
You count Newcastle for sure, right?
Yeah.
With,
I've never been to Newcastle, but I'd love to. Same as Manchester.
I go with my cousin. I went a couple of years ago now, and I had such a great time. And I was like, I just love being here. But I agree with Tab that if I lived in a big city, like he was saying with the New York thing, where you want New York to still be like New York, like magical when you.
I think it would. I really do think it would.
I think it would fade, mate. I think you'd be surprised.
New York.
I also think as well that like, living in London, I would hate to get up and like get ready for work in the morning and go to the underground. And go
Oh
to
mate, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I do get that. I do get that. The underground is like hot and sweaty and just like you get some proper characters on the underground.
You live in London, you can't realistically drive around London like you can drive around. I don't know.
No, you can't.
Buckingham or MK.
It's a different way of life, though, isn't it?
It's and granted, you probably wouldn't own a car, but just little things like that. I don't know. It'd be,
I think just cities in general, though, big cities in
cities.
general, underrated. There's just so much to do. They're so cool. Living would be different. I do get that, but still, for me, underrated. They're just brilliant.
That's fair.
It's like the beach. Imagine a big city on a beach. Oh,
just a beach in the middle of Times Square. Lovely.
Maybe I need to move to like LA.
In sandy bagels, and Haz is like, oh, let me just go in the sea and have some bagels, mate. This is exactly what I need with my day.
Put it on my bodyboard. Love that. Coffee on there.
State of you.
Oh, God.
Well, on that then, we'll call it a day. That was pretty good. Fun little episode. Fucking random, but I love it. Thanks, Tav, for coming on.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, we didn't ask Tav a question.
Oh, shit.
We keep forgetting this.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Jordan, Mr. Taverner, do you prefer orange juice or apple juice?
Come
on.
I actually can't remember what your two... have you two got the same preference?
Nah.
No.
Different, okay. So, overall, taste, I prefer apple juice.
Come on!
I think orange juice is more...
I thought there was a but there.
If I have like a filling dish or something, I'll have like some orange juice there because I think it washes
Yeah,
it
it makes
down
sense.
better.
For sure.
But overall taste, I think apple juice.
So you're going for apple juice.
I've got some pineapple juice over there. That should be on your list.
That don't count.
Yeah, third column.
You'd be the only one.
Third column, just having
no.
pineapple juice.
I think apple juice. Wait, what's the scores now for that?
Ooh, 4.
Orange. I updated it earlier. They'll be going on.
5-4?
They'll be on the. It is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-3 at the moment. But with Tav, it'll be 5-4.
Okay, it's
I think
getting
more
closer.
people genuinely do prefer orange juice, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting close. It is always like one in it at the moment.
Just apple juice is nicer for me. I don't know.
I do like apple juice. It's good.
Orange juice all the way, mate.
Unlucky as
Orange juice all the way. Oh well. Anyway, I'll leave you two boys to it. I've got to go edit this. Have a great rest of your weekend. Tav, once again, thanks very much for coming on. You're definitely our first choice, and you'll be our first choice again in the future.
Yes, sir.
So I really enjoyed it.
Right.
Thanks, lads.
Nice one.
Cheers, boy.
Cheers, Tav.
See you later.
Bye.